Hey, how's it going, guys? I've got a couple of things I wrote down here on what to go over. First and foremost is the price at launch. It's launching on August 18th, which at the time of this video is going to be tomorrow. And instead of $300, it's going to be $280. And then there's a coupon that they're going to send me where you can get it for $210. Just for context, that makes it worthwhile getting this over the On 12.1 inch tablet here. The On 12.1 inch tablet Pro was one of the best tablets of last year. It was great. The only thing is that compared to this one, that one has 6 gigabytes of RAM, as we see down here. 6 gigs of RAM, a 2560 by 1600 resolution, which I would say that's a nicer resolution. And it was great for its time, only 128 gigabytes of storage. This one has 256 gigs, 8 gigabytes of RAM. And then there is that VRAM. I don't really count VRAM whatsoever because I think it's just kind of dishonest. But yeah, this can be expanded by 12 gigs. I really don't care about it. It doesn't really make a difference to me, so I'd rather just keep this off. If I do it now, it's going to restart it, so I'm just going to leave it as is. But yeah, so essentially this is 8 gigabytes of physical RAM. I don't know why they have to mix them together. Usually when they advertise this or place it online, they like to put it together, and it's not the same thing, long story short. I personally think it's misleading, but it's not a deal breaker, especially seeing that this can be going for $210. That makes it one of the better pickups, one of the better buys for tablets. I mean, this is a 12.7 inch tablet. It's relatively thin. It comes with a pen. This pen is pretty nice for drawing. And then again, just being a large screen and all. Granted, the resolution is a little odd here, which is 2176 by 1600, giving it a screen density of 212. This does have a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, though, so take that how you will. Videos will be just fine to watch on here, but number two, the second thing is that I mentioned in the initial video that this was 500 nits, but it's actually just 280 nits. So I apologize about that, so it doesn't get as bright as you think it would. I feel like it's a little worse on video right now than it is in person. It looks a little bit more like, I don't want to say vivid, but more natural. The whites look a little bit more natural. Then the third thing is what's going on with the screen is that we have a 90 hertz screen, so that doesn't work with the stylus on here. That means that it can be enabled in settings, but right now if you use a stylus, it's not going to work at 90 hertz or 90 FPS, whatever you want to call it. There will be an update, they said, so we're going to have to wait and see when that comes through. And again, I have it enabled in settings here for the 90 hertz refresh rate. So hopefully that update will come sooner than later. But that, again, does not make it a deal breaker because, again, they should have an update soon for this. Next thing is the battery life. I actually wrote this down. I did like kind of a video test where I had the brightness between 50 to 60%. I think at one point it was a little bit above 60%. So yeah, either way, the screen unfortunately did turn off for some time, about an hour give or take when I checked in between. So yeah, in between that, I had it on from 9:40 a.m. at 100% battery, 50-60% brightness. Then at 10:29 p.m., it was 11% left, minus 1 hour, 1.5 hours if you really want to be more strict. So yeah, this will last the whole day easily because it has a nice battery inside. Yeah, that just tells me it's good for long-term use consumption, especially when you're watching videos. So I would take this with me on a long road trip or something, since the battery lasts that long. The other thing that I forgot to discuss is palm rejection. That does exist here. That basically means if you're drawing something and you do put your palm here, it's not going to affect your drawing whatsoever. Even if I put it before, it might touch something, but yeah, I could still write on here. So it does have palm rejection. And so yeah, these were the few things that I did forget to mention in my initial video, so I do apologize about that. I hope that kind of clears stuff up. But yeah, at the cost, it is, I think, one of the best tablets out there right now. And I hope that does stay. I don't think it's going to be there forever. But if it's come down, I like to say if it's come down before at this price point, it'll come down again. Besides this one, around the same price point, you can get the Lenovo Xiaoxinpad Pro 12.7-inch tablet that has a better processor, Dimensity 8300 MediaTek. This one is a Helio G99 on this ArtPad Pro. Not saying it's terrible, but at that price point, at about 280, I'd be looking at this instead because it has a 144 hertz screen. The 120 gigabytes of storage, you can get the 256 gig, which is what I would get. I think that just costs a little bit more. And then it just depends on your budget. If this is too much, I can totally understand. But just because it has that higher processor and has a 144 hertz screen, that's what I would consider. The only thing is that I have not tested this out personally myself. I did have the Lenovo Xiaoshin Pad 11-inch, and that is the best budget tablet in terms of price to performance because I paid about 120 for that. I have it right here along with a video made separately for it, but I digress. This would be an apples to oranges comparison because this is a much bigger screen. And then the other thing is that I think I saw someone complain, don't quote me on this, but I thought I saw on like the thread on Reddit somewhere that someone was complaining about screen bleed, unless if that was for another tablet. So yeah, I really couldn't tell you about the screen, and then it's running Android 14, so I'm not sure if you're going to get an update, even though it is Lenovo. And then this one is running, it comes with Android 15, which is a little bit newer. And usually once it has whatever Android version it's running on, I would assume that you're going to stick with that for years to come. Because these tablets, especially budget tablets, do not get updates unless if it's specified. Sometimes it will update, like this could update to Android 16, it's a possibility, but I haven't had any clarification from Teclast yet. So as I get updates, I'll let you guys know. If there's anything I missed out on or anything you guys want to check out, please do let me know, because I'll try to keep this tablet for a little bit longer. I'm actually personally using this for mainly video consumption, and it is kind of nice to draw on here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I hope you guys get it for $210 because it seems like it's worthwhile for that price. So stay tuned for more, guys. Subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.